No, I have no idea why I do this.
Well, you do this for me.
I don't do this for you. I do this for them. Okay, I think I do this for them. I don't think I do this for me.
I could do more for me.
I do a lot for you. I fed you for many, many years, and you don't think that's nothing?
Look how skinny and ugly I am.
Well, I should have given you a little bit better vitamins. Okay, do you mind while I tune everybody in?
Well, if you want me to, I run the show.
You don't know how to run the show. You don't. This is my Facebook show. You don't have a Facebook show.
I too can have a Facebook show.
No, you can't have a Facebook show. You don't know how to work a keyboard. So, and because you don't know how to work it, okay, no, maybe you can work a keyboard, but you can't do everything else that needs to be done. You can't turn on and off a light switch.
You could do that for me, not just run the show. You could be like my bartender.
So you want me to be a Carla or a Tressa?
Yeah, you could be a good bartender.
I'm gonna do a show tonight. Is that okay with you?
Hey, sir, you get people tuning on, you get people tuned in.
Okay. I think we have sound. So if you guys could tune in. Are you tuned in? Can you guys help me tune in?
Chapter 1, verses 18 through 20.
Ah, okay, that's more
Let
like
me
it.
read these three verses.
Somebody's reading something.
You'll ride the bird. Trading today, and I'll guarantee you $4,000
Yeah.
minimum for that old turkey.
$4,000 for a turkey. What do you think? $4,000 turkey?
Turkeys aren't that expensive.
Say goodbye to a bad
They should be, though.
Okay.
Put away have made shipwreck concerning the faith.
Is there anybody tuning in? Are you guys tuned in tonight? I hope I can get you tuned in. Okay, let's go a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more. And we're getting tuned in. Okay, now, yeah. Okay. I think we're tuned in.
How the hell do you know?
Well, I need to go and check the tune-in device. It's over here. You mind if I check the tune-in device while I'm doing this? You could. Oops. While I'm doing this, you could talk to people.
Well, Dave really doesn't know what he's doing. He's just goofing around here, and people, it's like pretending to watch him and think they know what he's doing, but he really doesn't. So you're not gonna like make any sense out of anything that he does. So he's playing with something or other. I have no idea what he's doing, but he has no idea what he's doing. So that's okay.
Okay, we're on the air. I think people could hear us.
Well, I hope to help people can hear us and check it out.
Okay. I'm getting tired of you.
Of course you are. There's all kind of parts of you that you're tired of. Why don't you get rid of those parts, huh? Did you ever think of that?
So you want me to get rid of you?
Ha ha ha! You can never get rid of me.
Yes, I could. I could easily get rid of you. I could easily get rid of you, and how we're going to do that is this way. We're going to go, and we're gonna drink you away.
That never worked before.
If I drink enough, you will go away.
That never worked before. That don't work at all.
Anyways, I want to thank you for tuning in. If you're tuning in tonight, it's been a long, strange week, like it always is, and this is always longer and stranger than it ever was, right? Okay, at least somebody agrees with me. We got John Dixon on the wall over there, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I got a couple brief announcements. A Poets and Patrons contest reading, the winners are going to have a reading pretty soon. And those contest winners, the reading is going to be on November 22nd, and it's going to be by Zoom. And you have to contact Poets and Patrons if you're interested in hearing them read the contest winners. Poets and Patrons does a contest every year, and they get a huge number of submissions, and there's tons of people that submit to it, some really good work, and they read the contest winners once a year. And this is a big event for Poets and Patrons for the year. So this is one of the reasons the organization exists. So Poets and Patrons reading is going to be on November 22nd. You could contact Carolyn Johnson if you want on Facebook, because we're on Facebook right now. So if you contact Carolyn Johnson or anybody associated with Poets and Patrons, you could get the Zoom link to their reading on the 22nd. But make some noises like this is a telegraph, okay? That wasn't very good, you know.
Well, you're ignoring.
Okay, okay. This Thursday, Chicago poet Lynn Fitzgerald is gonna be on in a reading of the Bacchae, Bacchae. I have no idea what that means. She's going to be doing a reading of that. It's a translation by Emma Pauley, and it's presented by the Rhetoric and Poets Workshop at the University of Chicago, and it's going to be on November 19th at 9:20 p.m. It's a stage reading on Thursday at 4:20, which is a strange time to have a reading about something called the Bacchae. I don't know. I'm maybe too busy drinking then to know what it's about. It's a webinar. It's also going to be on Facebook, so you could contact Lynn Fitzgerald if you want to be if you want more information about that. And it's supposed to be on Facebook. You could contact Lynn Fitzgerald on Facebook, and she could give you a link to it. Jeffrey Helgeson is still doing his series at Heirloom Books, and let's see what else is going on in town. Tomorrow night is 15 Minutes with Sid Yiddish right here on Facebook Live that you could see. And on Thursday is James Gauthier, ex-Chicagoan from California now, who's going to do another Facebook Live show. Theirs is a lot more organized than I am, and they don't have guests like I do, but it's still a pretty good show. Don't you think so? Okay.
That Sid Yiddish guy, you never know what he's going to do. He does all kind of strange stuff.
Well, yeah.
James Gauthier, he does his artwork and things like that. He's a nice man.
Okay, well, they both have Facebook shows.
But Vito Carly on Facebook show. When's Vito Carly going to be on Facebook?
Vito Carly is on Facebook, but he doesn't have a Facebook show.
Well, he can't have one, and I can do it with him.
No, I don't know if Vito. You could actually do it with Vito. It'd be a lot different if you were doing a show with Vito.
Why is it?
Because we got a good rapport.
No, you don't.
I know you don't like the show or anything I do.
I don't like anything.
I know that. But I want you. You don't know this guy, okay? You've never met him.
You never take me out anywhere.
Okay. You don't know this guy, but it's his birthday today. And this guy here, oh, see this artwork? And hold on. See this artwork? If you see on the bottom here, it says, "To Dave, Kill the Poets, DC." This is a piece of artwork by one of Chicago's favorite poets, Mr. Dan Cleary. Dan Cleary has been a trooper in the Chicago poetry scene, the Chicago poetry movement. He's been featured at tons of major venues. He's a great guy. He has a great singing voice. And today is his birthday. So, Mr. Cleary, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Cleary. There's me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dan Cleary. I drink a Cabernet to you. Um, Dan Cleary is the author of several books. His latest being A Few Stray Leaves. No, A Few Stray Leaves. But I think he had an art book since then. And Dan Cleary has worked for tireless worker for structured verse in Chicago. And I was going to read this, but this is an anthology, the Chicago Poetry Fest, Chicago Poetry, but the print's too small for me to read, and it's like, okay, so we're going to get something better, and we're going to get the best of Chicago poetry. This is the best of Chicago poetry, and I open it up today, and in the best of Chicago poetry, ladies and gentlemen, there's a Dan Cleary poem. So obviously, other people think Dan Cleary should be in the best of Chicago poetry. And this is a poem by Dan Cleary called Sunday Morning. Oh. And this is hard to read too. It's called Sunday Morning. Let us celebrate in our hearts the joy in absent and okay, we're going to cheat here. We're going to go here, and we're going to go there, and we're going to go there, and this is what old people do. Let us celebrate in our hearts the joy and advent of this day, this blessed moment of our lives. Be thankful for in every way. Waking from sleep this morning now, let us enjoy the present tense. Respond to it as it occurs, alert to every sound and sense. While yet the morning is half awake, is hardly even conscious yet, while it's still fluid, let us try to capture it as in a net. Sounds from the kitchen are combined with music from the radio. Some chamber music here by Brahms within me starts to swell and glow. Notes are laid out with gusto on the quavering receptive air, are imperceptibly by turns tinged with sort of mute despair. Alternate lines of dark and light are thus played out as they must be, though not with any lack of poise or faltering of felicity. A life, imperfect as you wish, with its own share of grief and pain, though music's pure and measured gifts is here, made right and whole again. My wife calls to me, and I rise. I brush the ground with dancing feet. I drift into the kitchen and find my happiness is complete. That's Mr. Dan Cleary from the best of Chicago poetry. Dan Cleary also wrote a book called The Green Ribbon. Did you read The Green Ribbon?
I can't read.
Okay, I know you can't read. I forgot. Sorry for embarrassing you.
It's okay. It's okay. Only I can't read Dan Cleary's book, and that's Vito Carly's book, and he won't read it to me.
Someday I'll read it to you. And Dan Cleary has his book. It's called A Few Stray Leaves. And sorry for the lighting tonight, but this is Dan Cleary from A Few Stray Leaves. How do you hold back time when like a breeze it strays through this and every rhyme, as hours turn into days and days turn into weeks and so on without end, blanching all rosy cheeks, bucking the latest trend, turning what's now in fashion, though none the worse for wear, into some ancient passion, a thing of yesteryear. Time is an earnest traveler, a pilgrim without pause, journeying on forever, obeying hidden laws, a source of endless mystery. It puzzles every hour, embracing all of history and beyond with its power. That it should also linger with one now sitting here, a solitary singer, is at least cause for cheer. Before again it canters, pleased it can only stop under these draughty rafters, a moment now to hop upon a passing freight train car tomorrow, maybe Rome, or Budapest or Paris. It hasn't got a home, But all the while it leaves us older and wiser yet, and every dawn it sees us a little nearer death. Um, Gee, that wasn't a happy poem at the end. Okay, anyways, another Dan Cleary poem, and then I'm going to talk about some other junk that's going on. Oops, that other going on in the world. This is called Dan Cleary's a singer. He's one of the him and I used to sing Irish drinking songs all the time, and the few I don't know any Irish songs except Irish drinking songs. So it was always fun to hang out with Dan, and it will be again when it was always fun. I know to hang out with Dan, and it will be fun again when we finally can. Wow, that sounds like a line from a Dan Cleary poem. See Dan Cleary and a couple other poets, but he's one of the ones, and he's one of the more popular and one of the ones that are out there in the field a lot more. And what he does, he tries to maintain the tradition of metered and rhymed verse. This is called Street Singer. With head thrown back, she sang her song into the London air, as if there could be nothing wrong with her loud singing there. She commanded the center of the cobbled Soho street, closed as if with faith and love she sang beyond defeat. Strolling along, she belted out the ballad I believe, a lofty song that's all about the world and how we live. I listened. What else could I do that Sunday afternoon at the mist of nothing new, a pallid sunlight shone? I listened, standing in my shoes, while her strong, soaring voice unburdened its blissful news, and joined us to rejoice. I hear her song voice singing yet. I hear it down the years. I close my eyes again and let its staunchness calm my fears. And this is called On a Green Hill by Daniel Cleary. I hope Dan doesn't mind if I read some of his poetry. It's his birthday. I wanted to share his poetry as a birthday present. The world is full of, this is called On a Green Hill. The world is full of sad people. Today I met a girl who told me her mother hated her and wanted her out of the house. She said she smoked so many cigarettes in the hope of getting cancer. She told me all this while we were sitting on a green hill. Just think of the imagery in there, and think you guys have probably been there before. Have you been there before?
I never leave the house. I'm under quarantine.
Okay. But this week I was browsing around the world of poetry. Oh, okay, that's better light. This week I was browsing around the world of poetry, and I ran across a poet who I had read some stuff about before, and I read some stuff by before, and I didn't realize that he was a Chicago poet. His name's Eugene Fields, and he used to write for the Chicago Daily News, I believe. He had a column where he talked about culture, and he always commented how better we were than Boston. And he was born in St. Louis. He dropped out of college because he was too much of a jokester and didn't take it seriously enough. So Eugene Fields moved to Chicago, became a newspaper man, moved around a little bit and was a newspaper man in a couple other cities too. And Eugene Fields became a really well-known kids poet and grown-up poet too. And when I was going through his stuff yesterday, I read a poem that reminded me. I found a poem that reminded me about Dan Cleary's birthday. This is called "Drinking Song." And if I could move this here and move that there. This is called Drinking Song. See, I could watch myself, and the thing, that's the only reason I do this is because I got such a huge ego. I could watch myself. I'm sure you guys know that though, don't you? Okay, this is called Drinking Song. Come, brothers, share the fellowship we celebrate tonight. There's a grace of song on every lip, and every heart is light. The first before our mentor chimes the hour of jubilee. But first before our mentor chimes the hour of jubilee, let's drink to health, to good old times, and good old times yet to be. Clink, 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 merrily let us drink. There's store of wealth and more of health in every glass we drink. Clink, 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 to fellowship we drink, and from the brow, from the howl, no genial sound in such an hour can shrink. And you, O friends, from west and east and other foreign parts, come share the rapture of our feast, the love of loyal hearts, and in the vassal that suspends all matters burdensome, we'll drink a health to good old friends and good friends yet to come. Clink, 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 to fellowship we drink, and from the bowl no genial soul in such an hour will shrink. Clink, 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 merrily let us drink. There's fellowship in every sip, of friendship's brew we think. That was Eugene Fields. And I like Eugene Fields' work a lot. Eugene Fields, thank you for that poem that reminded me that it's Dan Cleary's birthday and the fun times that him and I have shared. Eugene Fields died in the 1890s, but a lot of his work came out right after the turn of the century because it wasn't collected in a book form. It was a lot of times in the daily news. It was a lot of times, and before this week, the only poem I had known by Eugene Fields was his most famous work. It's probably his most famous work. Okay, and it's called Little Boy Blue.
I heard that.
No, not Blow Your Horn, the Beast in the Meadow. This is another song about this another song. Now you got me confused.
I ain't confused.
You're very confused.
No, I'm
not. Okay, this is called Little Boy Blue. The little toy dog is covered with dust, but sturdy and staunch he stands. The little toy soldier is red with rust, and his musket molds in his hands. Time there was when the little toy dog was new, and the soldier was passing fair, and that was the time when the little boy blue kissed them and put them there. Now don't you go till I come, he said, and don't you make any noise. So toddling off to his trundle bed, he dreamed of the pretty toys. And he was dreaming, and as he was dreaming, an angel song awakened our little boy blue. And oh, the years are many, the years are long, and the little toy friends are true. Ah, faithful to little boy blue they stand, each in the same old place, awaiting the touch of a little hand, the smile of a little face. And they wonder, as waiting these long years, though, through, in the dust of that little chair, what has become of our little boy blue since he kissed them and put them there.
That wasn't very happy.
It wasn't supposed to be. Wasn't supposed to be, but it's still. Would you be that loyal to me?
I'm the most loyal friend you have in the world.
If you would be here by my side no matter what.
Yeah, I know how much you need me.
And you're never gonna go away.
No, never, 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 never.
Okay. I kind of assume that.
Oh, now you know.
Okay, now I know. This ugly thing will never leave me. If ever it should leave me, I don't know what I would do. Okay. We can't see what we're doing, but we're still on the air, I think. So I'm going to read another poem that I actually knew, but I didn't know it was by Eugene Fields, the Chicago poet. This is called The Death of Robin Hood. Give me my bow, said Robin Hood, an arrow give to me, and where its shots, and where 'tis is shot, mark thou spot, for there my grave shall be. And Little John did make no sign, and not a word he spoke, but he smiled with a mickle one his heart was like to break. He raised his master in his arms, and set him on his knee, and Robin's eyes beheld the skies, the shaws, the greenwood tree. The brook was babbling as of old, the birds sang full and clear, and the wild flowers gay like a carpet key in the paths of the timid deer. "O Little John," said Robin Hood, measure mouth now to me, standing with you so staunch and true under the greenwood tree. And all around I hear the sound of Sherwood long ago, and merry men come back again. You know, sweet friend, you know. Now mark this arrow where it falls. When I am dead, dig deep, and bury me there in the greenwood where I would forever sleep. He twinged his bow upon his course, the cloth-yard arrow sped, and when it fell in yonder dell, brave Robin Hood was dead. The sheriff sleeps in a marble vault, the king in a shroud of gold, and upon the air with a chanted prayer mingled the mock of mold. Chanted prayer mingles the mock of mold. But the deer draw to the shady pool, the birds sing blithe and free, and the wildflowers bloom after a hidden tomb under the greenwood trees. I remember reading that poem. I think it was in those red-covered books, Childcraft. I don't know if you remember those. Those were a great collection of poetry for kids. Eugene Fields, Chicago poet. Very impressive. I'm Dave Getchick. It's November 16th, 2020. This is Chicago. This is Puddin'head Press Live. I want to thank everybody for watching. And I'm going to read some more Eugene Fields because he was entertained me greatly this week. The Rockabye Lady from Hushabye Streets. Are you guys ready? I'm going to bend this like this. The Rockabye Lady from Hushabye Street comes stealing, comes creeping. The poppies they hang from her head to her feet, and each has a dream that is tiny and sweet. She bringeth her poppies to you, my sweet, when she findeth you sleeping. Eugene Fields. Can't be that. The thing about Eugene Fields is that Robin Hood poem that he did, he was in Chicago when he wrote that. So this was a guy just like us Chicago poets who might be listening today. He was inspired by the kind of things that we were. There is a statue, I believe, of a characters from some Eugene Fields stories here in Chicago. I can't remember the name of it right now. I think it's in Lincoln Park. It was like Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe or something like that. If anybody knows who it is, tell me. I'm sure Janine Raveslutz and Tom Ruby are people that know more about poetry than me. Know what poem I'm trying to think of. Anyways, it's called The Night Wind. Have you ever heard the wind go you? 'Tis a pitiful sound to hear. It seems to chill you through and through with a strange and speechless fear. 'Tis the voice the night that broods outside when folks should be asleep, and many 'tis time I've cried to the darkness, brooding far and wide over the land and the deep. What do you want, O lonely nights, that you wail the long hours through, and the night would say in its ghostly way, you, 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 you. I'm reading a poem. You. Shut up. No, shut up. And you shut up. And you shut up. Everybody's talking at me. My mother told me long ago, when I was a little lad, that when the night went wailing so, somebody had been bad. And then when I was snug in bed, whether I had been sent, with the blankets pulled up round my head, I'd think of what my mother said, and wonder what boy she meant, and who had been bad today, I'd ask. Of the wind that harshly blew, the sound would say in its mournful, meaningful way, you, you, you. That this was true I must allow. You'll not believe it though. Yes, though I am quite a model now, I was not always so. And if you doubt what things I say, suppose you make a test. Suppose when you've had some day, you've been bad some day, and up to bed are sent away from mother and the rest. Suppose you ask, who has been bad? And then you'll hear what's true, for the wind will moan in a rueful tone, you, you, you. That was from Eugene Field's book, Lullaby Land, from 1897. I mean, it's really Shel Silverstein-ish for 1897. And I don't know, Shel Silverstein, I'm sure he read Eugene Fields, as we all probably did at one time. This is called The Dinky Bird, and it's about a bird, and I've got it especially to make you happy. Nothing makes me happy. Will you try to be happy? I could try, but nothing makes me happy. Okay. It's called The Dinky Bird. It's a poem about a bird. I know how much you like poems about birds, right? Okay, this is about a bird. It's called The Dinky Bird. In an ocean way out yonder, all as sapient people know, in the land of wander, where their children love to go, it's their playing, romping, swinging that gives joy to me. Why the dinky bird goes singing in the amphalala tree. There the gumdrops grow like cherries, the taffies back thick as peas, caramels you pick like berries. Okay, second page. And people can't see how much I'm struggling with these pages. When and where and how you please. The big sugar plums are clinging to the cliffs beside the sea, where the dinky bird is singing in the ambalula tree. So when children shout and scamper and make merry all the day, when there's naught to put a damper to the ardor of their play, where I hear their laughter ringing, that I'm sure as sure can be, that the dinky bird is singing in the amaphalaba tree. For the dinky bird bravuros and staccatos are so sweet, his roles apagazados and robustos so complete, that the youth of every nation, be they near or far away, have a special distinction in that gladsome roundelay. Their eyes grow bright and brighter, their lungs begin to crow, their hearts get light and lighter, their cheeks are all aglow, for an echo cometh bringing the news all far and wide, that the dinky bird is singing in the alafalala tree. I'm sure if you like to go there to see your feathered friend, and many goodies grow there you'd like to comprehend, speed, little dreams. You're winging to that land across the sea where the Dinky Bird is singing in the Afalola tree. Again, that's from Lullaby Land from 1893. So that's Eugene Fields. I was not aware that he was from Chicago, and I've gone through. I know you like that. Does that make you happy? I said, did that make you happy? Nothing makes me happy. Okay, fine. Then what do you want?
I want you to read Little Curly's poetry.
Not now. I'll do it later.
What do I have to do to make you dig it?
Okay, next week maybe I'll have guests on the show. Are you going to behave?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. And I could get violent with you, you know.
No, you can't. You can only pretend to be violent to me. You can't destroy me.
Why can't I destroy you?
There's a really deep inside you. Don't you know that?
What am I going to do with you?
You could take me out to go to a poetry reading once in a while.
No, I can't take you out to poetry reading. I don't even know if they're doing the Highland Park poetry readings right now. Does anybody know if they're doing the Highland Park poetry readings? We got City Edition tomorrow night, and I'm going to check this message here really quick. It says, okay, Jeff Helgeson's still doing his thing with Heirloom Books, and we dearly miss Heirloom Books. And can I refresh this camera? No, I can't refresh the camera. We're still on the air, but I can't tell that we're on the air, and I can't see you if you're watching me. So thanks for watching, everybody. I wanted to go a couple more minutes. What do I have to talk about? What do you want me to do?
Do a poem.
One of my poems?
Yeah. Do a poem. Better be good.
Okay. This is called Boring. No, it's not. I haven't done a poem yet. This is called, what should I do? What's your favorite poem that I do?
I don't have any poems. I hate everything.
Okay. This is called Bats. The girl had bats within her hair, but she really didn't seem to care. They would flutter. They would leave there every night to flutter, scare, and sometimes bite. If only she would keep it clean, use some mousse or styling cream. I'm sure that would be the cure. Watch out, they could wind up in yours. Anyways, I did a whole bunch of poems last time, and people are tired of hearing the same poems by me all the time. So I'm going to end the show a little bit early. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. I'm going to go watch the Bears game. In fact, I'm going to turn the Bears game on now. Let's go here, over back here. Okay, go there. Okay. And I'm going to call the Bears game why things are going on and why the show's going on. So actually, I think my TV is unplugged. So I think so. I'm going to talk to Larry Winfield. I found a Larry Winfield cassette tape. I found a VHS tape with Larry Winfield. Larry Winfield reading poetry. I think it's a poetry video. I didn't even know it existed. And my mother was cleaning up her house, and she found this video that must have been mine. I can't see why Larry Winfield gave my mother a video of his stuff. Larry Winfield is an ex-Chicago poet, and this is making noise in the background and driving me crazy. And I think it was quiet now. Larry Winfield moved out to California, and he... this is as bad as you are!
Oh, don't make me cry.
Okay. Um, birds don't cry. Ladies and gentlemen, you know birds don't cry.
Yes, we do.
Birds don't cry.
Yes, we do all the time. We feel terrible about everything.
Birds don't have any tear ducts.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
They have snots running from their nose too.
No, you don't. Um, anyways, what was I saying? Um, I don't know what I was saying. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to sign off and have a little bit more wine in praise of my friend Dan Cleary, whose birthday is today. Happy birthday, Dan. Happy birthday, any other poets whose birthday it is. I'll be back next Monday with a real show, with real announcement of what's poetry that's going on in the city and around the world. Hopefully, I can get permission from Larry Winfield to play his poetry videos for you from 25 to 30 years ago is when these videos were from. And I also am going to play soon some Lawrence Tyler material from 1989. If only I get to shoot some of the videos from Hugh Schwartzberg, I should work on that a little bit and have a video thing. But we're going to have a little bit longer show next Monday. It's going to be on the 23rd. So it's going to be before Thanksgiving. And I hope that everybody's doing well out there. I've been busy as heck again. And I have to go down to Missouri soon. And, I was sending some stuff out to South Carolina. It's a bizarre world right now, ladies and gentlemen. And, anyways, have a nice night. And I'm going to sign off. And thanks for watching. This is Dave Getchick with Puddin'head Press Live, the November 16th edition. Thanks. Bye-bye.